All right, I'm live. All right, good to be here, guys, on the You vs. You show. If you're just joining us, thanks so much for being on. I literally just got out of a workout, so a home workout. How many of you guys are doing your home workouts? If you are, definitely give me a chat there. Yes, you're doing your home workouts, and we'll just give it a little bit here. See if it gets started properly. All right, so all right, good. If you're just joining us, give me just a comment here so I know that I am good to go. All right, good stuff. So if I'm live, just give me a comment. Let me know you guys can hear me okay. All right, good stuff. If you are on, thanks so much for joining us. And if you're watching, definitely just give me a comment. Just want to make sure that you guys can see and hear me okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. So, hey, so how many of you guys are working out? I just got done with a workout here, did legs and shoulders. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the actual silver linings of everything that we're doing, staying at home, obviously in the next, this is, I think, week 4. So again, if you're just joining me, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I actually left my notes upstairs. Okay, great. Thank you, Suzanne. I left my notes upstairs. Of course that I did. So basically, we have the show every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the reason I wanted to run the show last week, we've been doing, this is our second week, is because I believe that what I'm looking for is people to mastermind with, leaders. So if you're a leader, or if you really want to, maybe you might think you're qualified, or you have to be qualified to be a leader. But if you ever considered yourself a leader, go ahead and raise your hand. Let me know if you ever consider yourself a leader. Because here's the deal, really with my company and some of the people that we're hiring, our company is definitely going to be hiring in the near future, the Inside Out coaching program. And what we're looking for is there's really 2 types of people that are basically, in this country and around the world right now, specifically in the United States. Obviously, there's one type of person that is looking at the news constantly, that's holding tight to everything that they own. They're holding tight to everything that they have. They don't want to spend money. They want to hold on. They basically are, the Titanic is down, and they're on one of those little boats, and they're just holding tight. Hopefully, they're going to survive into finding land so that they survive and maybe one day thrive. Then there's the other type of person that really is looking at what they can do, not what they can't do, but what they can do. So if they have to be home, okay, fine. What can I do? They can't go to the gym. Okay, how can I make my basement, like I just worked out in my basement. In fact, this is coming live from my basement. What can I do, to still work out, still maintain a routine? What can I look at the optimistic side, not the pessimistic side? So when will this all be over? What can I do to prepare to really become a leader now so I can effectively lead myself in the you versus you battle? So which one are you? And if you could be honest, maybe you are this person, on the first person that I've described, and maybe you're tired of living in this fearful life, this life of, hopefully I don't, I could just sit here and hold on tight on the ship, okay? But maybe that ship is sinking. And there's something that I've learned in coaching, something that I've taken, to heart for the past, over a decade of being an entrepreneur, is we have 2 choices in life. One choice is to decline. The other choice is to grow. So I encourage you, if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay, just like I just got done with a workout literally 2 seconds ago, and I'm on here, I'm still sweaty, I'm still, kind of, my voice might be all over the place just because I had leg and shoulder day. I chose today to work out. So what choice is that? That is a choice to grow. So when somebody, us, all of us, when we decide to grow, what happens? We develop a little bit of momentum. Now, the challenge with all of us is we want to get things quick. And right now, we're being forced to be kind of quiet, right? We're being forced to slow down the pace. And I know a lot of people don't like that, because a lot of us, if you kind of can agree with this, like we're ready to go. We want to do things. We want to do all this stuff. We want to go, microwave kind of leadership. But this is such a great time to incubate almost a crock pot, right? So a lot of great food is made from a crock pot, And the longer that the beef is in the crock pot, the juicier and tender it can be. If you're making stew, or if you're making chili, or if you're making like chicken salsa or something like that, you want to put it in a crock pot so it sits there and it just keeps getting better and better and better. So as you're sitting at home in the crock pot, are you just kind of like waiting for things to happen? Maybe you need to turn the heat up. And pressure, I think, is great for all of us. I think we as human beings are incredibly creative. And what I truly believe is that we all have greatness inside of us, but it really does take a person, people, a group to really pull the greatness out from the inside out of you. And we have all the ingredients to be incredibly wise, willing, mindful, giving, living a life of abundance, getting healed from our emotional baggage. We all have the ability to do that, but it also takes a village. And what I really suggest that you do on the show, and that's why I have the show, is really helping people prepare for what is coming, good and bad. And of course, there is negative news, and some of that negative news is true. Some of that negative news that you're hearing is not true. But regardless, a mature person can really take the negative news and actually say, okay, what can I do about this? How can I actually, what's the silver lining here? How can I take this and actually, in any recession, great companies are started in a recession. Great movie scripts are written in a recession. Great books are written in a recession. Great companies like you use every single day right now are built in a recession, a lot of them. So this is a time that we're going into another recession, but like I was kind of ill prepared in 2008. Maybe you were ill prepared in 2008, but what can you do to get yourself prepared for 2020? Yes, a lot of us are kind of anxious, or we're tired already, and we didn't realize 2020 was going to be a year like this. I mean, we had no idea. But at the end of the day, we have to just, basically, I forget the word. I mean, it's a word that always kind of loses my mind, but we have to just, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So you have to accept. That's the word I'm looking for. It's accept it. So once you accept it, then you can kind of move on and you can start building your future. So once you accept what's happening around you, once you accept the fact that maybe you've been furloughed, once you accept the fact that maybe you lost your job, once you accept the fact that maybe you don't have as much money as you like right now for security, once you accept the fact that maybe you are a little bit anxious, fearful, once you accept the fact that this is really happening, okay, this is what the world is right now, but also accept the fact that it will get better, also accept the fact that you'll get better, also accept the fact that you want to grow and that you're determined and that you're making a conscious choice to actually change your circumstances and change the things around you and change the people in your inner circle. Maybe this is a time that you need to audit all the years that you've been alive in your adult life. What have you learned? What have you learned in a bad way? What have you learned in a good way? What can you build a foundation from? And then maybe this is also the time to get the help that you need. Maybe this is the time to start that business. Maybe this is the time to write that book that you've always wanted to write. Maybe, of course, this is the greatest time to actually get closer to God and also get in shape. Literally, there's no excuse for all of us to walk out of this quarantine time to be way out of shape. I mean, yes, there's a refrigerator near us all right now. We're homebound, a lot of us, but that should give you just every reason in the world to, be more healthy, to understand, like, obviously, the healthier you are, the less chances that you're going to not only get the virus, but if you do get the virus, that it's going to leave you in 2 weeks. The more healthier you are, then obviously you're not going to, suffer the ultimate consequences there. So again, be aware. So I wanted to share that with you. The reason we have, again, this show is to really make sure that you are getting prepared. And what I see just with my own coaching and the people that coach me is this is a time to prepare where it's the survival mode. So really understanding having 3 months in your bank account of your monthly salary or your monthly average of your income. And then even if you can get it to about 12 months, and you might say, well, Todd, I got no way of making money. I lost my job. I'm furloughed. I don't know what to do. Well, okay, I get that. But again, accept that. But then you have to make your moves. You have to pivot. You've got to take some action. You've got to look at what are your strengths, not just your weaknesses. What can you do that you've always wanted to do that maybe you have had some fear that has crept in you, but now is the time to take action on that fear. But right now, though, I would say that would be my focus if I were you. I would say, who can you basically work with, collaborate with, learn from, so that you can build an income stream right now from home in e-commerce, so that you can protect yourself for the next 3 months to 12 months. So even by doing that, what's going to happen is when everything kind of clears up in September and October, you're going to be able to buy things in America and all over the world for pennies on the dollar. This is a time that real estate, from 6 months from now to 12 months from now, you're going to be able to pick up, because cash is king. You're going to be able to pick up a bunch of investments, a bunch of assets that are going to build wealth, that are going to give you the opportunity to be free. That's going to be the opportunity to have freedom. But here's my best recommendation is do what you love to do. Don't be bogged down by all the negative fears or what if this doesn't happen or what if that doesn't happen. That's, again, why I created the show, so that I can every day either myself or bring on guests that bring value to you. I know tomorrow we're going to have a terrific guest from Canada. She's going to be on. We'll be interviewing her tomorrow. And this show is every day at 7:30 p.m. So definitely share it, tag people that really can get a lot of value from it. So it's really from the premise of my book, You versus You. And really, what is that you versus you battle? You versus you is happening. If you don't know it, or if you do know it, if you're self-aware or not self-aware, I want you to get self-aware, because the you versus you battle is happening every 5 seconds in your mind. You have 60 to 90,000 thoughts every single day. And you have to decide, you have to make these choices, whether you're going to be more mindful, wise, and willing, or if you're going to succumb to self-sabotage. And this is a time where we can go both pretty dramatically. So you're either going to self-sabotage yourself, you're going to think these negative thoughts, you're going to start to believe these negative thoughts, you're going to start to go down that rabbit hole of negativity, and you're going to not be more mindful, wise, and willing. You're going to choose not to have a routine. You're going to choose not to meditate twice a day. You're going to choose not to be grateful for even being alive right now, even if you don't have much, or even if you have everything. Being grateful is a part of it. So you choose that. You choose to work out, or you choose to not work out. So this is a time where a lot of people are going to go down, unfortunately, in the self-sabotage direction, because they're not going to win the you versus you battle. They're not putting their armor on, so to speak. But then there's the other person, right, that's like, you know what, I get it. This is a battle between maybe you versus your success, your dreams, your persona, your knowledge. Maybe everything that you've learned up until this point was maybe not what you really need to know now. If you're in a certain industry and all the knowledge that you gained, let's say if you worked at the mall, if you worked retail, if you're selling cars, it's probably not the best time to keep learning how to sell apparel or cars, or if you worked in a mall or a space that's closed, obviously, right now. So maybe you've never thought of yourself as e-commerce, but now, hey, you want to win the you versus you battle against success or your dreams or even your finances or even your persona, then hey, what are you passionate about on the e-commerce side? What can you do? What can you add to the table? Maybe you want to launch a podcast. Maybe you want to write a book, whatever it is. This is a time where, again, you're either going to self-sabotage, because the compound effect, the slight edge is going to kick in. Yeah, a week of doing nothing is fine, but 2 weeks of doing nothing, 3 weeks of doing nothing, 4 weeks of doing nothing, that obviously is going to catch up to you. Okay, not only financially, but emotionally and everything. But hey, you can look at it in a positive element, in a positive mindset, and be like, look, I got a week, I got 2 weeks, I got a month, I got 2 months quarantined. I can build something for myself, literally like the Steve Jobs in his garage. I can build a new company. I can build something from scratch. And that's what I'm personally doing. I mean, we're hiring a CFO for our company, a visionary, a director for our company. We're going to be hiring salespeople for our company. Inside out. Our company is definitely going to be a multi-million-dollar company within the next year to 2 years. We're going to be coaching people all over the world. We're basically helping people on the subconscious side and also the conscious side. So we're helping people heal up their emotional baggage, but then we're tying that in to the you versus you conscious side of taking action, having a vision, having a plan, setting goals, and really crushing whatever that is for that person in their own definition of success. So literally, while people are firing people, while people are letting people go, our company is growing. We're growing our clientele. We're growing our social media. We're growing, obviously, people in general. A lot of people are getting their own clients. A lot of people are becoming practitioners. A lot of people are becoming coaches. A lot of people are developing leaders themselves. They're developing the leader within them so that they can develop the leaders around them. So again, whatever you pick, please, my best advice is go follow your dreams. Make the decision. It's going to take a while. Nothing happens that's phenomenal overnight. A Bentley is not made overnight. Now, Ford Focus is made in a few hours. but a Bentley takes 6 months because it's handcrafted. And obviously a Bentley is going to be a lot more valuable than a Ford Focus, but it's also going to last a lot longer than a Ford Focus. So when you're crafting something from your own hands and your own vision, it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. There's no such thing as a quick success or quick financial success. People that we even watch, even celebrities, are not overnight successes. I've been watching Kevin Hart for like over 12 years, as a comedian in his small roles in different comedies, and all of a sudden, 14 years later, he's an overnight success. He'll even say it in a lot of his videos. Multi-millionaire, one of the top movie stars in the world, the top comedians. But, he's been in all these things little by little by little over 14, 15, 16 years. So no one's an overnight success, but you got to start somewhere. You got to pick your dream. Life is too short to not go after your dreams and goals. So I just encourage you today, of course, things are going to come up for you. Fear of failure, fear of success, a lot of other fears. That's okay. We all have them. That's why I do what I do, so I can help you heal from that emotional baggage from your past or inherited emotions that you might look at success and you're like, I don't know, even if I was successful, what am I going to do, right? More money, more problems. But that's not really true. More money, more leverage, and more happiness and more joy. And you might think, well, no way. But look, 99% of all of our problems are gone if you can write a check. And I want you to remember that money's not everything. Money's not the most important thing at all. Okay. But I think a lot of the stress that comes in our lives, our thought patterns, our fears, things that show up, things that frustrate us, things that, we wish we could have, it does stem from money. But if you look at it deeper, if you look at your money, it's a heart issue, right? So if you really look at, like, if you're challenged right now by your income or by your financial situation, remember, you versus you and you versus your finances is a heart issue. So again, what is your heart telling you? Because maybe you're being sold a bunch of goods from your parents or your grandparents years ago that you just went to school, got good grades, got a job, and then now you lost your job because your job might not even exist anymore. So now you're stressed and now you have anxiety and now you don't know what to do, right? So if you really want to get rid of the stress, you have to follow your heart. You have to look inside of you, do the interior work, and really go to your calling and your purpose and your vision of why are you here. Every single one of you has a unique talents, unique giftedness that you have. Maybe you're not even using it. That's kind of like having a garage and like you have that beautiful 1969 Corvette Stingray, whatever your dream car is, or a Lamborghini and stuff. But then you have a 1985 Pinto or something, right? Just some cheesy, or a Volkswagen in the 80s or some cheesy car that you're always driving the Volkswagen. You're always driving the Pinto, right? When you actually have a Lamborghini or a Bentley or Rolls Royce or an old-fashioned car that you love, a muscle car, but you never get to use it. And I think a lot of people come to the table with that amazing dream, amazing giftedness, but because they've been sold such a low grade of goods, meaning, don't worry so much about that because most dreams never come true. Only Walt Disney's dreams come true. Only celebrities' dreams come true. Your dreams will never come true. Hey, keep driving this 1985 Pinto or this 1985 Chevy when you could be, riding in a 2021 Lamborghini. Okay. Pink, purple, green, you design it, it's your car, right? That's your giftedness. So if you're not in that every single day, you're never going to know how powerful that you can become. And you're basically going to die eventually. And then you're going to realize when you're in eternity that you wasted your life. And no matter what the outcome was or whatever, with the result you get from it, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is you actually following and being in alignment with what you want to do. And then all these doors will open. Because once you knock on the door, you're going to get what you want finally, once you have clarity and you're on your mission and you're in alignment with exactly that you want. Now, it takes time. It takes coaching. It takes, just like anything. If I stink at golf, I'm not just going to be great at golf getting one lesson from an instructor. I'm not just going to buy a bunch of clubs at Dick's or, order online and then go to the golf course and just start playing golf and know what the hell I'm doing. I'm going to have to watch videos. I'm going to look at Tiger Woods' shot or whoever I look up to, and I'm going to study it. I'm going to start doing it. It's going to could take me a couple of years to really get into the groove of golf, to know how to putt, to know how to chip, to know how to even play the game of golf. And that's just like business. That's just like following your dreams. But you got to know, hey, I want to play golf. I want to learn. I have a passion for golf, or I have a passion for this, or I have a passion for that. That's when you finally make the decision to say, this is my passion. I know nothing about it, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to, even make some sacrifices in order for me to get better and better and better. And that's what I just encourage you guys today. While you're quarantined, while you're sitting at home, make sure, obviously, your mental health is at the best it can be. So what is mental health? It's emotional fitness. You're working out, you're meditating, you're journaling, you're taking the time for your family, you're relaxing. That's mental health, okay? You're writing down what you're grateful for, etc. The second thing is, what are your career? Because a lot of our mental health is predicated on what we choose for our career. But I would say even more importantly than that is who you choose as a partner. So it can obviously be your marital partner or just your partner in general if you're not married. That's important. That's one of the most important things for your mental health is who you choose to be with. The other thing is who you choose to work with. So if you have a horrible business partner, that can cause a lot of stress. If you have horrible clients, that can cause a lot of stress. If you have great clients and great business partners and a great partner in general, the love of your life, you're not going to be as stressed. Your mental health is going to be great. So again, the power of choice and the power of imagination all stems from us opening up the door and realizing this is what I want to go. This is where I want to go. This is the vision. This is the path. And if you never even took the time to do that, because most people don't, that's why I recommend get into a coaching program. Get into a program that you really know what to do. You love the people that you're working with. It's for as long as it takes. It's not an 8-week course. It's not just this online video. It's not just this workshop virtually and that's it. It's a whole shebang of working one-on-one, virtually, personally, homework, assessments, accountability, because this is how you're going to get everything. You already have everything inside of you, but this is how you're going to get it out of you. Does that make sense? So now is the time to press on that hard, invest your time, energy, and resources in yourself, and then everything else like car payments and mortgages and rent, whatever you can defer in the next 90 days, do it, because it'll open up some space for you to not have to worry so much about money, but then you're looking at your passion, your return on your mission. And of course, if you're focused more on your return on mission, you're going to get an amazing return on investment. And then you're finally going to be knowing, okay, this is the clarity. This is my message. I know who I am. I know what I'm going to talk about. I know this is my niche market. This is my value proposition. This is what I'm going to share to the world. I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to be my own coach. I'm going to maybe study this. I'm going to get certified in that so that I can have that voice, that message uniquely of who I am and what I do. And then, of course, here's the methods I'm going to share it on. Here's the different social media methods I'm going to share it on. Here's this, here's that. Then you're starting to really get it. And you're starting to really add tremendous value to your followers, to people that actually follow you, because you're winning the you versus you battle. And not only that, you're taking it a step further because you're not only more mindful, wise, and willing, but you're also repeating wise choices. You're seeing what the battles in the past have done to you psychologically, health-wise, all the negative effects it's had on you. Then you're like, well, how can I redefine these battles? And then how can I repeat wise choices every day? And that really is winning the you versus you battle. So with that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, if you like this, if this had value, just tag somebody that can learn from this, that maybe you can brighten up their day with this. Tag them on this, share it on your Facebook wall or wherever you're watching on YouTube or on the other Facebook pages as well. And just appreciate you. This is a time where I'm excited about it. I'm protecting my health. I'm not going out very much. I'm not going to the grocery store a lot. I'm not going out to Walmart or Target a lot at all. I'm just doing it like maybe once a week. But in that time, I'm not bored. I'm active. I'm working out. I'm doing all the things that I mentioned. And man, I've honestly never been more excited about where my company's going, where our future is. Like I said, we're hiring more people. We're going to be a multi-million-dollar company very soon. We're looking for a CFO right now. I mean, like things are popping, things are happening because I'm not just sitting around watching Netflix all day. I'm not just sitting around waiting for the government to bail me out. I'm not just waiting for my stimulus check. I'm not waiting just on my unemployment and all that stuff. And again, nothing wrong with any of that. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going. And this is a time where the entrepreneurs are going to become multimillionaires. And they're going to be, because they're adding the most value in that they should. Because we're looking for leaders in this crisis. We're looking for people to rise up and really become a leader that they're meant to be. When people are frail in a crisis, when they back down, that's who they really are in real life. Their character is really stemmed through the hard times, not the good times. Remember, in leadership, it's easy to be happy-go-lucky when you just made a sale. It's easy to be happy-go-lucky when you win the game. It's easy to be happy-go-lucky when everything is great in your relationship. But the true character of somebody comes during the tough times. How do they not only navigate themselves through the tough times, but how do they navigate even others through the tough times? How selfless can they be? How critical they can be of themselves to say, I got to improve. I got to keep getting better. I've got to prime the pump to get better in myself and my leadership ability so I can be effective helping others and guiding other people through the storm. That's true character and integrity when there's a storm, not when it's sunny and it's calm and everything is fine. So which person are you? Type A, holding everything on tight, not doing anything and waiting? Or B, choosing growth? Because when you're this person, you're just going to decline naturally anyway, because if you don't choose to grow, you're going to decline anyway. But if you choose to grow, then obviously even step by step, little by little, doesn't have to be fast, doesn't have to be microwave leadership. Remember, it's crockpot leadership. It's getting going. It's getting better and better, hour on the hour, day by the day, week after week. You're just getting better and better and better. That's the type of leader I want to follow, is the crockpot leader, as opposed to throw them in the microwave and let's go. You know, that's this one webinar will change your life for $30. The next 30 days will totally, completely revolutionize your life. Hey, for $9.99, a month, you can join this program that's going to change your life and make you a better leader. I mean, that's all great and dandy, but you need more than a $30 program. You need more than a $10 membership. I can pay a $10 membership to a gym and still be fat. Okay, just remember that. It's not even about the money you spend. It's, are you going to really get engulfed in it? Are you going to immerse yourself into that? And that's the most important thing. So with that said, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the You vs. You show today. I'm coming tomorrow with a phenomenal guest. Looking forward to you guys learning from Ashley from Canada. And we're going to be interviewing her tomorrow. So thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Have an awesome rest of your night.